Today, I would like to discuss the issue of sleep deprivation amongst young adults. Did you know that day sleepiness, sleep deprivation, and irregular sleep schedules are highly prevalent among college students, as 50% report daytime sleepiness and 70% sleep deprivation and daytime sleepiness are problematic to college students and can result in lower grades and risk of academic failure, impaired mood, and a big risk for motor vehicle accidents. I would like to start off with some of my personal experiences where I have been in school, in class, trying to pay attention, and I wouldn't grasp the whole concept of what's going on or what we're learning. It would be times where my eyes wouldn't be alert and I would have to rub my eyes or doze off in class because of lack of sleep for the night before. And I would like to ask how many of you doze off in class because of lack of sleep and from the night before and can't concentrate on the teacher. It is stated teenagers that use the internet more frequently have lesser durations of sleep, delayed bedtimes and wake-up times, and more daytime fatigue. I personally can relate to this at night when I want to binge on social media or watch a show that's interesting and I want to keep playing episodes before I want to go to bed. I'm pretty sure some of you can relate to this and my peers, as it is more distracting if we don't entirely feel exhausted. After doing some research, most of my articles state that sleep deprivation leads to the worsened grades, traffic accidents, and mental health struggles with young adults. I feel like helping with later classes like 8 a.m. or 7:30 can help with students getting extra hours of sleep and they can be more alert in class. This growing evidence from adolescents suggests that later start times do increase total sleep deprivations and attention, performance, and the data that needs to be replicated in college students. So moving the time to 9 to 11 a.m. can make it easier on young adults who might not be night owls or can't sleep easily. In one article it states, early start times, particularly for adolescents, are problematic. The mayor said, "We also know that making a change, even a 30-minute change, can do a lot for logistics." In this speech, I will inform you on sleep deprivation and provide solutions for better sleep habits, causes, consequences of sleep deprivation, and steps to overcome. After doing research, I found a majority of students need to work on doing things like homework or social media times earlier so they can at least get 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Other deficits include impaired of the ability to think quickly and not be able to make mistakes, and is reduced ability to multitask, to hold thoughts through in the brain, and some other than doing anything else. One of the main points that I would like to touch on is poor academics and mental health decrease, as they found students who get less than at least 8 hours of sleep are likely to report symptoms of depression. Mental health issues are a big factor when they have less than 8 hours of sleep and high uses of either drugs or alcohol. Depression is the most common in college students, so we need to take note on that information. A large number of college students attribute their first serious episodes of depression and lack of sleep and the overcrowding schedules, and most students accept as their normal routine. Another point I would like to touch on is the circadian rhythm in your body's 24-hour internal clock that regulates sleep and wakefulness, which is highly influenced by light exposure. If you have light on, you're more prone to be awake. So it is good to set off your social media 30 minutes before bedtime and good to turn off all the lights before you go to bed so you can prep yourself up for sleep. Teens usually don't feel sleepy until 11 to 12 p.m., and the lack of sleep can impact how they drive on the road. Sleep-deprived teens can most show slower reaction times and reduced focus on their attention on the road. I hope you all see how important we need to make changes, as these are problems. The National Sleep Foundation, a nonprofit that advocates for later start times, in a 2022 survey of parents, teachers, and other adults found that 1/3 of parents who responded would want later start times. So it is a favored time that students will be sleeping in and can be more alert in class. And it will avoid to fewer car crashes in the morning if we eliminate early bus times and get extra sleep for the students. Thank you, and thank you for listening.